It's day 21 of the Casey Anthony murder trial, and as you just saw, fist actually flew outside the courtroom. Joining me to talk about these issues are attorney Debra Opri. Also, I have Lonnie Coombs. She is a former criminal prosecutor and, of course, host of In Sessions on True TV, Ryan Smith. So let's talk about the shocking move this week. The defense added the name Vasco Thompson to its potential witness list.
And I don't know why they got me involved in all this mess. And that's all I have to say about it.
I feel actually bad for Vasco. Debra, what's going on there?
Well, let me tell you something. If I were an attorney and I put him on a surprise list, I think I would have had a conversation with him first. This is only a reflection on Mr. Baez, and he should be ashamed of himself because this hit him square in the face today, and I like his sunglasses.
Well, you were saying that you generally don't like the lack of professionalism on the defense side.
I'm perturbed about it. I mean, let everyone know that you have a source of conduct in a courtroom. You don't act like these two gentlemen are acting. Now, I understand the prosecutor. Mr. Ashton is a fine attorney, and he's angry because that bumper action of Mr. Baez, I mean, he is really pushing the envelope, and the judge is allowing things which I personally should not be allowed. Specifically, the witness was a bug guy.
Well,
let's
talk about that. We're going to talk about that now. That's about the stains on a paper towel. Apparently, they contain evidence of a decomposing body in Casey Anthony. It was from Casey Anthony's car trunk. The defense said their witness could prove no, but an outraged prosecution argued that the witness wasn't even qualified to testify. And then they accused Jose Baez of texting during the testimony. Lonnie, that seems to be what's at issue, right? The professionalism, the conduct, the attorneys. Are they stepping outside the box of professionalism?
You know, a little bit, and it's hard. I agree. I think the prosecutors in this case are very professional. They're experienced. I think they're doing a great job. Mr. Baez is another issue, and he likes to just sort of throw things up on the wall and watch how everybody responds. That's exactly right. And he doesn't really think about what it's going to do. I think the judge is doing a good job. So they have
judge?
Yes.
We are finished today. But thank you for your participation.
Well, he's trying.
I'm only kidding. He's doing a fantastic job.
He's doing a great job, and he needs to watch the record, but he has to let Mr. Baez also present his case.
What I do hear from some of my viewers is George and Cindy are duplicitous because they contributed to who Casey was.
Duplicitous for letting her live there with her child and providing care for the child?
Listen, sense of helping create who she is as a mother and as a person. I don't have
You have two children. One's a murderer and one's a good person. Is it your fault?
Well, no, it's a fascinating question, but people, I'm not saying I do, I'm saying people do it. Lonnie's bringing this point up, and you're right. Listen, I want to see a CAT scan of Casey's head. I think there could be something deeper biological going on here.
But I think you need to teach your kids self-gratification isn't the only point. You can't be out partying every night when you have a
self-gratification with everything. Quick.
Parents need to step in and say, that's not right.
Completely agree with you guys. Let me ask you another question about Casey. She's taking the stand, yes or no? Lonnie?
Yes. No, she is.
Debra, yes or no?
No, she's not taking the stand. She can't.
Why?
She has no credibility.
That doesn't matter.
A nanny.
Hold on,
I had a job.
We all know she's a liar. She can only go up from where she is.
That's the only thing we know about her. Lie.
That's right.
She can only bury herself and get the death penalty if she takes
Why do you say yes?
Don't do it. Don't do it, Casey.
She becomes a person. We are a forgiving society. We put people up all the time that have made mistakes, and once we see them as a real person on a reality show or whatever, like, oh, you know what, there is something to her.
Better say
her attorney. No, that's the whole point. Her attorney, that's what we see. He throws things up on the wall.
He's putting her. He's putting her.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Whether she does or not, I like asking all my new members of this team here. Do you think she did it? And if she did, intentional or accident?
I'm a person who believes in due process. I'm not going to render guilty or verdict. I think the evidence is overwhelming that child died by someone's hands.
Accident or otherwise?
31 days, chloroform, duct tape,
common sense.
Smelling of a truck.
Same thing, Lonnie, same thing?
Common sense. Who did it?
So